Hey, how you doing? Okay, well, I want to go ahead and I want to explain something. You know how I actually found out that I am psychic and have that kind of a gift? Alright, I'll go ahead and I'll give you an idea. A lot of the times that I'm actually thinking about, buying stocks or something like that, I'll have visions in my dreams that sit it's just like I'm sitting in uh, a throne. Like, just sit and relax. Just wait. Be patient. One day I actually had a dream where I was actually just putting down cubes. Cubes all over the place. I just kept putting cubes everywhere. Square was up 25%. The one thing that actually made me realize that I was truly psychic. I was 23 years old, just met someone. That very night, I had a dream about when I was back in middle school. We were, it was spring break. My parents invited me to go to the Four Seasons at Palm Springs. And so um, I had bumped into a girl, and my mom had talked to her mom, and basically they were sitting here saying, well, both our kids are looking at each other. Anyways, so as soon as I bumped into her again, I had that exact same dream of when I accidentally bumped into her. So, you know, these are the little things that actually happen within the world and the universe itself. And I've never told anybody that. Period. Seriously. There has been nobody that I have ever told. I mean, honestly, it was just something that I didn't actually feel was really relevant to any of this. But now that I've actually started seeing things, like I saw a bright blue moon with, um, a big old crack down the middle of it, and the crack had a bright, bright. It was almost like the sun was shining through it. 2 days later, there was an earthquake that cracked the Middle East a great part. And what it was actually a representation of was um, the brightness of it was oil, and the power and how it actually is used in power. And let me go ahead and I'll give you another one that I had 3 days ago. And if you actually saw my short 3 days ago, okay, I had a dream where there was an airplane. I was on an airplane, and there was a big old hole right where the door was, and it was sucking all the air out of it. And I was just like, "What the hell is going on?" And I figured it out today. So I can see shit 3 days out, years away. Oh, and another thing. One more thing. One time on her birthday, this girl, the same girl that I was talking about, she came to me because I was, talking to other people about her. Um, and basically, she told me, "No, you're telling them wrong. My parents own a bank." And I was just like, "Oh, okay, because I was telling people that she was, she reported that she was well off. Anyways, that was a long bit of a story, but I was just like, that's interesting. Okay. And it doesn't have anything to do with it. It has everything to do with the universal connection between people that know that they're actually supposed to be together. Anyways, long story made short, like I said, hi. Yes, I am psychic, unfortunately. If you're gonna continue acting like this isn't happening, this isn't happening, just call John Edwards and tell him, he needs to go jump off of the bridge. Because there was one time I actually sat there and I said, I forget what his name is. He was supposed to be able to float, and all the people in front of him were just like, oh, and that was it. Basically, they didn't show the feet, of course. That's a little bit of the illusion. It was more of like he was actually lifting himself up off of the front of his foot. And what happened was he actually went into a show one day to try to actually do a trick, and he fell off of the entire platform and landed straight on his face. Hopefully he's okay. I think his name is David Blaine. Anyways, and I was just talking about that like day before with somebody else, and I had just explained exactly why this guy was just an illusionist and basically wasn't really a magician. But when you actually can tell that you're psychic and you actually know that you're psychic, yes, a lot of people will actually, tease you and sit here and say, nah, it's not true. It doesn't happen. It's not. Everyone tries to actually think of logically every single reason why it would not be true. And, no one can ever actually come up to my place and actually sit here and say that I'm not, because I know that I am. Like I said, there was one dream that I had where I was sitting there as I was just kept laying down squares, 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 squares on the ground all over the place. Like I was building a pyramid. Wake up, check the stock market, squares up 25%. Lots of shit happens like that. And it just is. So, if you have those kinds of gifts, don't deny it. Try to talk to your family about it. Even if they actually deny it, keep your mind. Keep your mind about yourself. Because no matter what, you are the one that knows the truth of what you actually see within your own self. So, blessed be. Have yourself a good one. Bye.